How's it going, everyone? Welcome to Pixelgon Podcast Live, Episode 2. How's it going, Miguel?
Doing great. How about you, Derek?
It's been a long week of sitting around playing the video games. All of the video games that I have, including
You're living the life.
a single one of them. But yeah,
So which one are you doing with today?
I'll save that for later. Yeah, we have a
drinking
segment for
water
that.
Out of my handy dandy Star Wars Rebel cup, because I'm 5.
Oh, well, that's fancy. I have these delicious fanboy tears I've been saving up for weeks.
Nothing like
Just waft that scent of fanboy tears, and they've been fermenting, and it tastes great. And Miguel is dead. Hello, internet issues. Well, anyway, I will start the episode and see if I can get Miguel back, because he's been having a little bit of a connection issue the last 10 minutes or so. But welcome to episode 2 of the Pixelgon podcast. Today we will be talking about a couple different things. First of all, we're going to discuss the Humble Bundle monthly bundle, which is a brand new thing that just came out. The Humble Bundle is now doing a monthly subscription service, kind of like Loot Crate or any of those other type of box monthly services where you pay them, in this case, $12 a month, and they will give you some amount of digital games for your money. So, what is going on with Miguel? Let's take a look here, see if I can get him to reconnect. Huzzah! Technical issues. One second here. Alright, I think you're back.
Hi.
Okay.
It is not my internet because I never lost connection and Twitch didn't even flinch, so it's definitely Skype.
Sounds good. Maybe need to mess with your Skype settings. But
Yeah. Hopefully that doesn't happen again.
I have no idea if it will. We'll try and fight through it. I was just talking about the Humble Bundle, monthly bundle.
Okay.
It's a 1-month subscription service, $12 a month, and they will send you some amount of video games for your $12 every month.
Some amount. That's interesting.
I don't think it says exactly how many games. Just a new
But
slate.
it is pay what you want type of membership, or does it have a price?
It's $12 a month, straight up
Okay.
flat fee, but you get to choose exactly where that $12 goes. So you can choose all of the $12 to go to Humble Bundle, you can choose it all to go to charity, or you can have all $12 go to the developer for the games that you're purchasing.
I like that.
Or you can split it between them, just like any Humble Bundle. So it's a subscription service with games you don't know about that you're buying through Humble Bundle, but you can just use it as like $12 to charity every month and get some free games if you want in the meantime. And that's kind of cool. So
That is kind of cool.
what do you think about Humble Bundle moving in on the monthly random box craze?
Well, it's something that is definitely different. I mean, the only thing game-wise, I mean, we were just talking about this before the show, that it kind of like Loot Crate, but for digital shit.
Yes.
Which is always awesome. I mean, the other thing I can compare it to that might be similar in the type that it gives you games just for a monthly fee will be GameFly. But this is actually pretty awesome because you, unlike GameFly, you own the games they give you. So that's pretty cool shit.
Yeah, it's interesting. You actually get to keep the game that you buy. It's just like any Humble Bundle thing. So you actually get codes, which means you can give the games away as gifts if you want. So you're not forced to use the game on your Steam or wherever to play it. So
Nice.
I think it's a really cool idea. I'm not sure if it'll be super popular, but Humble Bundle in general has been really popular, and people have just been buying a bunch of games they don't usually want anyway every time there's a new sale every month or weekly Humble Bundle sale. So
And that's something that it is actually pretty awesome as well. The fact that just you don't know what you're gonna get, so you're gonna end up getting things that you weren't possibly ever gonna play,
Mm-hmm.
which is part of the charm for Loot Crate as well. It's like you get shit that you probably will have never bought by yourself. So that's pretty cool. It kind of gives you that little treasure chest of the month type of feeling, which is I'm all for that.
Yeah, I think it'll be interesting. Are you gonna look into maybe subscribing to Humble Bundle monthly? Is that a thing you might be interested in?
Probably it's something I have to catch up on my PC gaming. I've been more in the likes of PlayStation 4 and its PlayStation Plus, which also gives you free games each month. So
Mm-hmm.
it is something that it's definitely I'm going to consider. And hey, it's for charity. You can't really say no to that.
Yeah, yeah. So I like it. Right now, if you wanted to get in on Humble Bundle monthly, you can give them $12. You get access to Legend of Grimrock 2 right away. So
Oh,
that's something you can play without having to wait for the month to end.
okay.
Otherwise, it'll be the first Friday of every month. Playable on Windows and sometimes more. So essentially, you should only buy it if you're a Windows gamer. You can cancel whenever you want, and if you cancel, you still get to keep the games you bought. So
You should only be a Windows gamer, period.
I've known some people that seem to think they're a Mac gamer. So
There is not such
I
a
don't know.
thing.
Yeah, Linux gaming is starting to become a little more popular, but there's still a lot of devs that don't support it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's just hard.
So
So no, definitely, I definitely like the Humble Bundle. It kind of reminds me of PlayStation Plus. And while we're in that theme, PlayStation Plus announced October's deals. So free games for October is always gonna be fun. PlayStation Plus, as we all know, is a subscription for PlayStation. Every
Mhm.
month, it gives out free games for just whatever you want to pay, actually. And the cool thing about PlayStation Plus, it just gives you a whole array of features. And this month, we're getting two great games. One of them is recently, kind of recent, which is Broken Age,
mhm.
indie game that is pretty fun, and the other one is, of course, Super Meat Boy, which is
Yeah.
hilariously one of the greatest platforming indie games ever, and it's something definitely that it's super awesome.
So yeah, Super Meat Boy's been out for quite a while now. But for the people who haven't actually played Super Meat Boy yet, this is really cool. It's also a much better game with a controller than a keyboard, although you can play with controller
Yes.
on computer,
On
which
PC.
is fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's an awesome game. That's pretty rad that they're giving that out for free. Broken Age, I actually really enjoyed Broken Age, although I thought the ending was way too quick.
Okay.
So it felt like well, I mean, for people who don't know, Broken Age is the Double Fine adventure. It was one of the biggest Kickstarters back when it got actually funded, anyway. And there's a bunch of people that bought into it thinking they would get a certain type of point and click game without realizing that they were going to get a Double Fine point and click game. So there's a bunch of people that really didn't like Broken Age because it wasn't what they thought they were buying, and they got sort of sucked up into the hype of it
Okay.
due to the biggest Kickstarter at the time.
Yeah.
But for what it is, it's a really good quality game. It's broken up into two parts, and it's really fun. The ending's kind of really quick and bad, but
Okay.
overall, I think it's a fun
No
game.
spoilers, because I haven't
Yeah.
played it yet, so it's something definitely gonna be playing soon. Now that PlayStation Plus is gonna be able to let me have it for free.
Do you think the average PlayStation, like PS4 owner, is going to be interested in a point and click game? I guess
Well,
that's my other
PlayStation-
question.
Well, it depends. I mean, right now, PlayStation has sold so much these days because it's such a good unit, a good price, and for a good console that really anyone owning a PlayStation 4 is any type of user.
Yeah.
But back in the day with PS3 was kind of like a niche kind of community. It was more JRPGs, which is not far of what Broken Age might be. I know it's a point and click
Oh, yeah.
adventure, which is not, but it's heavily. What I meant is heavily in story. So I would say, yeah, definitely, it's something that PlayStation 4 players will definitely be able to enjoy and play.
Cool. I mean, yeah, anything that gets more people to play games I enjoy is fine. So this is really cool. I'm glad
No,
they're doing
definitely. And for those who don't have a PS4, they're also gonna give out Unmechanical, the extended, also for PS4 actually, for PS3, Chariot for PS3, and they're also gonna be having Kickbeat for PS3 and PS Vita, and Kung Fu Rabbit for PS Vita.
that. Unmechanical. Oh, this game looks sweet.
Yeah,
What is this? It's like a little puzzle game.
it is.
I can dig it. Yeah, that's cool. I really like that they do that. I mean, if they're gonna quote unquote make you pay for a subscription service, um, this has been a really nice thing that Sony has done. Definitely a good reason to own a PlayStation console over another console, anyway. So
Yeah, no, definitely, and
yeah,
they've been doing such a good job of actually adding these type of memberships. I mean, it's not only PlayStation Plus, although by far it's the best of them, but we also have the music, which is now kind of like it's joined forces with Spotify, which
yeah,
it's one of the premier and best subscriptions for music. And I mean, it's fantastic, and they're also doing PlayStation Now, which kind of like is the one that I don't like, where basically you pay a membership to play old games.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not that good, and
Yeah.
it's expensive as hell. So it's basically renting games. So not that good. But the PlayStation definitely has quite a few memberships. And what's one membership that you would like to see PlayStation to have? I know mine.
What
Porn.
What?
PlayStation porn.
PlayStation Port?
Yes.
Oh, only if it's old Laura Croft cone tits,
Oh,
maybe.
yes, definitely.
Yeah.
And this is a reference to episode 1, and we can continue with the
Can we have a
news. But
Betamax attachment for this? The
Probably
PlayStation porn Betamax. I don't know if Sony was in the entertainment business that much back in Betamax.
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah,
It's only-
let's
yeah,
just.
whatever.
We really need to pitch this idea to them. This is a solid gold idea.
This is gold mine everywhere.
Unlike,
PlayStation 4,
I mean,
chances are that you're probably a virgin anyway, so.
well, I don't know about that, but I mean, Sony's been having a lot of time selling stuff anyway. The Vita hasn't been doing so well, so I'm sure this is at least a better portable
anything
system.
If anything can save the Vita, it's probably porn. And while we're at that same subject,
Yeah.
on that same subject, this week or last week,
Yeah.
president of PlayStation 4 of the PlayStation company, basically we're talking in an interview, and basically we're saying that they asked him about the Vita, how things are going, what's the plans, and he basically said, well, the Vita was basically, we know there's a lot of things that involved with the Vita that didn't go through as they wanted it to go through,
Yeah.
and basically blamed the fact that, you know, nowadays everyone has a mobile device, everyone has phones, everyone has tablets, so be it that there's so many options in mobile gaming, maybe having a mobile console or a portable console is not what basically is the right choice right now. So basically he blamed the failures of the Vita on the fact that today mobile gaming has been upgraded or downgraded more like into the whole phone app thing.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of commotion because you have people say, yeah, that's true. Mobile gaming has really did punch a hole into mobile gaming in terms of portable consoles. But the other half is like, come on, PlayStation, you know that you really fucked up on the Vita. There's no question about that.
Well, if I know anything about Sony, I know that they do not support their handhelds. That's the same reason why I bought a PSP when it was brand new and sold it in a year. There just
Yeah.
wasn't anything for the PSP in a year. There was a bunch of UMD movies and like 2 games, and then it was dead.
Yeah, there's a lot of
So-
good games for the PSP and the Vita as well.
Now
The
there
problem
are.
is that-
Yeah.
Now they are.
Yeah.
The problem is that gap in between them, and
Yeah.
the Wii U suffered for this same shit as well.
Yeah.
It's like if you throw in a console, make sure you have enough to support it for at least the first 6 months
Mhm.
or a year, because that's the fucking problem with it. It's like there's just no games. I bought a Vita. I freaking love Persona 4, which is basically just a port of the PlayStation 2 version with,
Yeah.
you know, better graphics and all that. And I fucking love that game. But after that, there was pretty much not much I could play on it. And the type of gaming that they did give, there's something about playing heavily graphical games such as Uncharted on the Portal, which doesn't really hold enough by themselves. I just
Yeah.
don't feel like Uncharted is a game that I want to play on the go.
No, I agree. I also feel like I wouldn't want to play Persona 4 on the go as somebody who played it on the PS2. But
Yeah.
there's a lot of people I know that played Persona 4 specifically on their Vita and have never touched any other Persona game. So,
Yeah.
either way, it seems like he's trying to parrot some of what Nintendo has told or said, that the mobile game market is too big.
Yeah.
And a lot of the youth of today is preferring to play on their phone than buy another console.
Yep.
So the difference being that Nintendo sold however many, looks like